What is up, Rocket Nation? Welcome back on this 3rd of July for another amazing, awesome, super stupendous stream of Elden Ring. We started to make some progress yesterday. We're gonna be back at it again today. But yeah, I gotta say, my fascination with playing this game, not only on stream but off stream, is starting to become an issue. If you all remember, what were we at the last time we checked in our playthrough? Does anybody remember, like, or not on our playthrough? What was my total time played? Does anybody remember? I believe it was 740 some hours was the last time that we had checked. 794 hours. That was just last week when we checked. It's less than a week. I've put in another 50 hours into this game between stream and then playing it offline. I have an issue. I have a problem. I'm still working on trying to get a video put together. So here's my idea. So I'm already starting to see people, like speedrunners are already doing the fastest way, like to get to the DLC, like speedrunning to DLC. It's becoming already a speedrunning category. And I was thinking, I want to make a video that has staying power, that's useful not only for now, but also in the future. So this is as I've been trying to figure out how to get a normal person in under an hour from the base game into the DLC so that they can actually start playing. And I wanted to do it without rune exploits or anything like that. Just teaching somebody how to kill the bosses that you need to kill, being Mohg and Radahn, easily. And then I found out that in order to fight Radahn, you kind of have to gather one rune, one great rune, or make your way into the Altus Plateau. So then it became, do I want to kill a rune boss or do I want to go into Altus Plateau? If I go to Altus Plateau, then that sort of moves along some NPC storylines. Then in my mind, I was like, well, now I want to be able to make it so that people don't miss anything in the storylines for the NPCs. So then it became, this is the growth of the video that I've been trying to make for now the last week. So now the next step and the next evolution in the video is the fastest way to get from the base game without skipping any NPC quest lines, or and basically I want to show people the fastest way to start the game fresh and new, complete storylines, NPC storylines, all the way up through the point where you can join the DLC, which just so happens to be pretty much endgame, which is kind of insane. This is a difficult video to make, and right now I have it where I'm actually, I think we're ready at this point. When I fire up the game, we'll actually look at the time. I think I have a character at, I believe it's an hour and 15 minutes. The only thing this character has left to do is fight Radahn, start the Vare quest line, and then make your way to Mohg's palace, grab a smithing stone, an ancient dragon smithing stone, and then fight Mohg. And that's kind of it. And then you're into the DLC. You're able to go start the DLC and nothing's been missed at all. So it's a super hard video to make. I'm not going to lie. I wasn't prepared. I thought, you know, it's always a stipulation with me, you know, like, oh man, I want us to be able to do, I want to teach people how to do this fast. Oh, but I don't want to use this exploit. Like, I don't want to kill the dragon 4 times. The easiest thing would be go kill the giant dragon 4 times. Make sure you get back to the thing and sit down and stand up. And then have the dragon reappear, kill it again. Do that 4 times, and then have enough runes. Level yourself up to 70, 80. Make sure your health is at this, your strength is at this. Give you a weapon, and then be like, all right, let's go. And skip all the quest lines, but I don't know. I feel like me as a player, I wouldn't want to skip NPC storylines. So I'm like, I feel bad about teaching people to skip storylines. Like, I would love to just kill Alexander the Jar Shard as soon as the game begins and get his amazing, what do you call it? The talisman right off the bat. But I can't kill him. It's Alexander. Boogie says, Rockitsauce, you say I get paid for tomorrow, but I make $5 an hour. So tomorrow I make $7.50. I make like $30 tomorrow. These people are hopefully going to tip you, right? That's fucked up. That's fucked up, man. $7.50 an hour? Isn't there a minimum wage that you can't avoid in this country? Like, you can't avoid it. I feel like somehow there's some shifty shit going on there. I don't feel like that should be allowed. A minimum wage is a minimum wage, as in you can't pay people less than a minimum wage. How are they able to do it is what I want to know. Goobs, I love you, buddy. He says, hello, Captain Rocket. How are you today, Goobs? How's the day treating you, buddy? Dude, instantly I look at you, Goobs. I see your name in the chat, and I think, man, we got to change the color to cyan. But boy, oh boy, has Alexa been an absolute disaster today. She woke me up. I normally have her wake me up every day at 2, make sure I'm awake. I was actually already awake. But I tell her to echo stop. And like no response from her right there. Absolutely doesn't listen to me. It was the same way this morning. She just kept going off. I'm literally yelling, Echo, stop! Nothing from her right now. I wanted to turn on the lights. As soon as I wake up, next thing I say is, Echo, turn on studio lights. And then the studio lights, nothing from her again. Like, I honestly, everybody be careful tomorrow, man. Xbox Live was down yesterday. I still don't know. Is Xbox Live back up? Boogie, you would know. Is Xbox Live back up now? Also, I'm so sorry for everybody that's playing on Xbox. It didn't dawn on me that there's probably a lot of you guys that are playing on Xbox that can't play video games. Oh my God, that's horrible. It is back? Okay. I'm just saying, this is some shifty shit going on right now. I don't know, technology seems to be messing around. What a better day for the AI to take over on our Independence Day. It's irony. I feel like an AI would think that shit's funny. I'd be like, hey, it's your Independence Day. We're going to take your shit over that day. But yeah, I've been noticing some weird shit with technology over the past couple of days. There was another big solar flare. I believe there was it a level 5? A level 5 solar flare, which can affect some shit. I don't know if that has an issue on some of the things. Boogie, thank you for being here to earn the 1,000 rockets to change that color back there to neon green. I'm going to do it for you right now. Echo. Echo. Change studio lights to neon green.
Okay.
She's worked. That's the first time today that she worked on the first time. Well, actually, I said her name twice, but. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. Queen, what is up? How are you today? Said the next video should be the fastest way for a pregnant woman to take a nap because your girl is tired but can't sleep. You're a girl. Just turn on a movie. Just let you pick the movie, and then I have to suffer through it, and then you pass out 5 seconds into it. Done. You're welcome. You're welcome. I think I cracked the code. Guess what? I fucking nailed it first try, right? I had to have. Queen also says, if a tipping position, as long as your tips equate to your state's minimum wage per hour, it's deducted from your paycheck. So you might see checks that are $2.50 for 2 weeks worth of work. Happened all the time when I waitress. Yeah. So obviously, if you're taking a tip, you have to be taxed. You can be taxed on your tips. So, but that basically means that if your tips, you still have to be paid a minimum per hour, though, right? Or do they add in? Because that seems like that would be a flexible. Nah, not for a tipping position. Yeah, like I know as a bartender, obviously I know. I never got checks that were worth anything. I was $0 all the time because you have to, at the end of the night, you have to claim your tips or whatever. I don't know. That's weird. Queen says, I tried that. I've been up since 3:30 this morning. That's because you didn't have, you got to have the hubby next to you and then tell him, pick a movie, and then you pick whatever you want to watch. You'd be like, no, I don't like that one. And then you pick what you want, and then you start watching it, and then you fall asleep immediately, and he has to deal with the movie because you used to like to sleep with the fucking remote like this, like it's a fucking teddy bear, and then he can't get a hold of it. Then he has to deal with it. Right? Isn't that the way it works? I feel like that's how it works. I might be wrong. I mean, that's kind of dog shit if you're in a tipping position. If you get tips and they can skirt having to pay you and put that on a customer, I think that's the most wrong shit ever. Especially when you're talking about the amount of money per, like, that these places that usually have tipping positions, the amount of money that they're pulling in a day to pay your staff and be able to skirt that is, I feel like it's so wrong. I feel like it's so wrong. You'll never convince me that it's not. It's not up to the customer to pay your employees. You're the fucking business. You pay your fucking employees. That's part of operating a business. If you don't want employees, then close your fucking business. That's my thought on it. If my tips don't equate to $10 an hour, they will bump me up to that. Yeah, see, like that's... I mean, that's nice that at least, you know, you have a bare minimum that you will get paid. I guess there's always... When I worked, there was just... I got paid fucking $4.75 an hour. That was it. That was it. No matter what. There was no bumping up or down or whatever. I got paid $4.75 because that was what they had to pay me. There was like a minimum. It's probably different with each state too. But I feel like there's a minimum wage. There should be a minimum wage is a minimum wage. It doesn't matter what the fucking position is. I feel like that's dog shit. Grubin says, to answer your question, Rockitsauce, I feel great. I had a terrible rental car to do my job, my normal job. Mine broke down Thursday last week. Oh, no. Oh, no. That happened before, didn't it, Goobs? I remember that happened before, and you had to walk to and from work. That was a while ago. This would have been two plus years ago. Look at my memory. Oh, my God. It's not that great, believe me. Goob says, but today I got a proper vehicle, albeit a bit worn, but it's automatic, so I can drive in my sleep. Oh, don't sleep and drive. Don't do that. Don't do that. The hubby is a remote hog in our relationship. That's because he knows. He already knows. It's just like when he goes to get Mexican food, he already gets you your favorite shit because he knows if he doesn't, even though you said you weren't hungry and you don't want anything, he knows that if he doesn't, that you're going to eat all his food. So he just gets you a fucking wet burrito. So he doesn't have to deal with you fingering his food the entire time. He's educated. He understands the way that the world works. Group says, and even better, tomorrow I start at 11 a.m. Since schools and kindergartens are closed for some reason, only serving the elderly tomorrow. Ooh. Goobs, I want to ask what you do, but I guess I never have asked you, have I, Goobs? Don't answer, Goobs, because it'll go on the internet and everyone will see it forever. And everybody will be like, I want Goobs as that person. It's part of why I liked working as a barista. We didn't rely on tips, so they sure were nice but they sure were nice at the end of the day. Yeah, a tip is something that a customer gives extra because you did a good job. It's weird the way tipping first came around. Tipping is such an American thing to begin with. It doesn't happen in other countries. In other countries, a bartender would get tipped by giving a drink. Well, then here in America, when people were bartenders, the tip was to buy themselves a drink rather than to buy a drink and then give the drink to the bartender because laws. And yeah. That's kind of how tipping started here in America. At least that's what I was told. I don't know if that's fucking true. I could be completely wrong. Don't quote me. I'm not a historian. I'm not a historiologist, okay? Don't bother taking that one to the bank. Boogeyman says, plus with Native American casinos, an entirely other thing. Exactly, right, Boogie? Yeah, we have the same thing. Like Mount Pleasant here in mid-Michigan is it's all Native American casinos. But still, I feel like these companies are making millions of dollars. To pay your employees is not too much to ask. Pay your employees. How do we let companies get away without paying a minimum wage to an employee? To me, it boggles my mind. Yeah, billions. Yeah, you're right, Boogie. You're absolutely right. So, I mean, when you're talking casinos, you are talking astronomical amounts of money. But why? Why can we not? Why do we not force companies to pay employees? As a bartender, this used to, I mean, that's why I probably have such strong feelings on it. It's because if like I said, I got paid $4.75 no matter what. If I didn't make if I didn't make tips, I didn't make money, period. So, which I worked all the busy nights, so it wasn't like, yeah. Wasn't like I walked away with zero cash ever. But there was a few times where I didn't make that much money, and at the end of the day, I might only made $60 for working like 10 hours. That's not fun. Weird though. Yeah, that's my thoughts on that. If y'all were wondering. Like I said, I never fell into the realm where I ever walked home without cash. Like I always made decent money. And honestly, let's I feel like I should speak from a position where I'm honest. I worked like as a bartender, I worked like 3 days a week, and I usually brought home around $400 to $500 a week. So it's not like I was out there not making a living, well, at least in my area. I know in your guys' area it's probably not a lot, but it's not bad. $1,600 to $2,000 for 3 days a week. That's 3 times 4. That's 12 days of a month that I actually put in at work, which is probably the reason why I can't stand working so much, is because I spent most of my life only working 12 days out of the month. So yeah, I feel like I should come at it with a certain amount of honesty there too. Your worst night was 50 cents, but my best night was 7,500. So there's that. I don't even remember what I have no idea what my best night was. I had so many good nights. There's so many awesome customers out there. So many people that made sure you were taken care of on a weekly basis. As a bartender, they keep coming back, and yeah, amazing. All right, so let's fire up this game. Let's do this. You deliver cooked food, Goobin? Okay. Goob, I don't know why. I had in my mind that you did something else besides that. I didn't know what it was, but yeah, okay. Goob, you're a fucking humanitarian. I don't know if you know this, but you're a fucking humanitarian. I waitressed at a theme park. This is Queen. She says, I waitressed at a theme park and had a concert venue. We loved concert nights. Easily a 1 to 3K in tips. That's crazy. Oh yeah, I can imagine at a concert venue. Fucking right. Because you're handing, like, you were the one that walked around with the beer on your chest going, get your beer over here. Was that you? Hand them a beer and they hand you $1 more than what it cost. And then you insert dollar in pocket. By end of night, dollars full. Look like you had extra wide hips that day. Goobs says, yeah, thanks. You're a humanitarian, Goobs. You're delivering cooked food to people who need it, who can't cook it themselves, or just to make it more convenient for them. That's humanitarian efforts right there. I just put the shit on the shelves. That's it. That's all I do. I trivialize my job to make me feel better about calling in sick the next time I call in sick. I actually don't have any call-in days, nothing. I'm out until September. No! I have no call-in days. I have no personal days. I have no vacation days. Nothing until September. Feels bad, bro. The uniform made everyone look like that we had massive hips, but it was more of an Italian joint, so wines and sangrias were more of the norm. Ah, I gotcha. I pictured you with the... Forget it. Forget it. I'm not gonna put you in that mental picture state. Okay, I pictured you with the thing around your neck and then the platform full of beer cups. Then it was just positioned right under your boobs. And then, yeah, you were walking around and just like, get your beer over here. Everybody need a beer? Beer over here. And then everyone would be like, beer over here. And you were like, okay, hand this down to the guy in yellow. And then they would hand the money back. And listen. Also, you were from New York, apparently. Suddenly, you're from New York. Get your beer over here. A fucking beer. Hey, George, hand this fucking beer down to that guy in the yellow. It was not Oktoberfest. Dude, it doesn't have to be Oktoberfest for that. Have you ever gone to a concert? I mean, some people are everywhere. I want to freelance as that. I'll bring my own kegs of beer and go fetch it and then walk around. Is that a thing? You're from New York, just not New York City. See? I knew it. I fucking knew it. From the way you fucking talk, I fucking knew it. It's the way your accent and your typing, Queen. I knew it. You didn't know typing has an accent. Also, by the way, Mr. Zero TS, how are you today? It's good to see you. Rats, aka Storm, aka Mr. Zero TS. It's good to see you today. How are you, my friend? Kind gentlemen, how are you? Welcome in, buddy. You sexy beast. You keep... That's pillow talk. And fuck around. Fuck around and find out. Good to see you, Mrats. Your name's looking especially orange on my screen today. I like it. I like it. Kind gentleman's coming in a little subtle orange. It's a lot less bright. All right, let's fire up the game. Let's fire it up. Launching. I'm starting to, dude. Okay, so my ability to get absolutely sidetracked in this DLC knows no bounds. Get rid of the music. Get it out of here. Get it out. My ability, Jesus Christ, take that, everyone's eyeballs. Christ, why is this necessary? Why was that necessary? Like, the power consumption in the house just went up by 78% for that fucking 30 seconds that it was hit that white screen. I just got an alarm on my phone. It was like, dude, you're using way more power than you should be. All because FromSoft was like, white screen. What was I gonna say now? Oh, my sidetracked. What were you just talking about?
I was checking the specs on the end line for the rotary girder. I'm retarded.
Sorry. I wonder if I can get copyrighted for that little bit right there. Maybe. I don't know. I've never seen it come up as copyrighted. My ability to get sidetracked in this game knows no bounds is what I was going after. I don't know if you all realize where we started yesterday and where we ended up, but the two were quite far away from one another. We started out trying to go to a castle. It was actually a castle that we've already been to. There's like a little fort on the side of it next to Castle Ensis. And my whole goal was to get down on that fort and see what was going on down there. We went from going to that fort to falling off the edge, almost dying, being pushed by the enemies down a hill. We ended up in a catacomb, left a catacomb, found another way somehow into the Shadow Keep. Ended up draining water from the under of Shadow Keep to running from an Erdtree avatar to end up in a giant boss fight with a guy on a fucking war pig. What the fuck was yesterday, by the way? That's all I want to question. Anybody know what the fuck happened? Shadow is an old English for shadow. Is it really? Shadow. Skedaddle tree? Skedaddle tree fragments. I don't care what anybody says. That's how it's pronounced. Goop says, I'm fighting a major boss and it's pretty hard. Nowhere near as difficult as Rolana though. Is it the guy on the fucking war pig? We ended up beat him. Somebody told me, who was it? It was, Gunisher yesterday in stream. I was like on my third death to the boss. And he said, jump on your, on torrent. I was getting hit as soon as that was the problem. As soon as I walked in, this guy was charging me and hitting me right away. He told me to get on torrent. The next time in, I got on torrent and we ended up killing the boss. This might be the wrong save. I think I'm probably gonna have to quit out. Can confirm. That's Ragnarok. Which boss? General Gaius? Is that the name? Did I nail it first try? That's Ragnarok. So Ragnarok, I'm in the position now. This is for the video. An hour and 15 minutes in. I'm ready to fight Radon. I'm ready to fight, I'm ready to do Vare's quest and get to Moog, and then I would be in the DLC with that character with a +10 weapon at an hour and 15 minutes. And that's still probably a good 45 minutes of work to do, but yeah. Why is that so? Kind gentlemen, make your name shorter, goddammit.
Mr. Zero TS gifted a tier 1 sub to Kind Gentleman Vasnonka. They have given 43 gift subs in the channel.
I need a custom alert just for Kind Gentleman's name. You know what? We're going to relocate this from now on. I've had it. That's enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Somebody else subs so I know it's in the right spot. Kind gentlemen, congratulations. You just got gifted a sub by Marats. Marats, thank you so much, my dude. I appreciate you. Quit being such an American, a wonderful American. You're not even American, are you? God damn it. Pythagoras. That's who we're playing as today. Pythagoras. Kind gentlemen, that is not kind. Just call them man. Man. Thanks, man. Marats, you're wonderful. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Kindly shorten your name, sir. Goobs, well played. Well played, Goobs. Yes, I did know that, kind gentleman. I did hear. I've heard people referring to it, by the way, now that I just seen what you had said. Said, by the way, you know, Shadow Tree fragments are actually Shadow Tree fragments. Skadu is Old English for shadow. This is the place where we actually fought the boss. This is the place where we fought him. Murat says, it throws me off when I see names that start with a star next to their name. Yes, it does. You know, any name that starts with any character other than a actual letter fucks my brain. So XX, well, that's a, listen, knock it off. All right, I know X is a letter, but when you go XX and then put their little case and then you put your name in between it and then 2XX at the end of it, doesn't need to be like that. Just pick a different name. If somebody already took it, be more original. Is that? Oh, I broke it. I broke it. That was the great sword. No! Guts great sword broken, can't ever be used again. I think he means the sub-star. Yeah. Oh. Understood now. I got you. He can't stand it when it doesn't have the star at the B. Listen, my name's Rockitsauce. I'm a fucking idiot, okay? Let's start today. Was it up here? I think it was up here. Let's start today by actually doing what we started doing yesterday. Aren't we all, says Marats. Dude, listen, it's text. You don't get context in words that are written down like you do when someone says them out loud, right? That's what I'm going to blame it on. It's because it's chat, man. It's hard to understand a lot of context. A lot of different conversations going on at once. That's what I'm going to go with. So this is the whole reason why we came down here yesterday. Was for this exact spot. Can we... Oh, we took them off, didn't we? I don't have any, do I? I do. Fire pot right there. So how do we aim this? I just want to manually aim this to go like this. Oh, that didn't work out. Right there. Got him! Idiot! Take this, dick! Got him! Now, I do still have to deal with these two bungholes, though. There is that. We'll be fine. We're going to be all right. We're going to be fine. Don't worry about it. Nothing to worry about. Somehow that missed everybody involved. Wait, where'd the other guy go? Did he die? Wow. Damn, man. You ever killed somebody and didn't even realize you killed them until it was too late and they were dead? I have. Out here. I'm just swinging. So now here's the spot, right? Here's the bad spot. Right there. That's the guys we have to worry about. Like, I wanted to get to that item. We ended up falling off. It was a whole thing. Can I sneak down to this guy? You know how fucking stealthy I am. Everybody tells me I can't do stealth. Just be aggressive. There's a run and swing. Greater Potentates Cookbook number 3. What's the sound? They're underneath me just throwing pots nonstop. Idiots! Queen says, I have a Lenovo Legion gaming laptop that I like. No idea what the Go is, though. Looks like a chunky Switch. The Go. Let's actually... Nope, wrong right here. Read this. It says, the record of crafting techniques of the greater potentates who roam lands near and far. We've already read that 100 times. Acquire the knowledge to craft the following. Hefty oil pot. Hefty oil pot. There's a lot of guys to kill here. Hashtag stealthy sauce. You saw it.